Oh, turn that alarm off. Oh, it's driving me crazy. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? I'm chilling in bed this morning, and today we're gonna talk about a dream that I have. Remember, I mentioned that when you come to the Philippines, you have to dream. And I have probably the craziest dream of all. And I'm going for my dream. And you should go for your dreams also if you come to the Philippines. And we're going to talk about what my dream is. And of course, everybody has their own dream. So I've got to get up from bed. Let's get up from bed. Here we go. Woo! Get up from bed. And we're going to talk about the dream, about my dream. We're putting our pants on and we're going to go ahead and put our shirt on. We have a dream. We have a dream. We just finished breakfast and we have some Gatorade. We're going to go upstairs. We're going to train. We're going to talk about what all this is about. Sometimes in life, you just have to be inspired. My friend James in the US, he went ahead and messaged me and he said, Brian, you do a lot of boxing. I train for boxing just for fun. I have no real interest in being a pro boxer at my age. But he said, you're living in the Philippines and I'm checking the Philippines and there's no heavyweight boxers in the Philippines. And I said, really? And he said, yeah, there's no boxers that are heavyweights because most of the Philippine guys are kind of small. And I'm kind of big, and I've done a lot of boxing in my life, a lot of training, and I just come here for fun. This is my punching bag. I work out, and I just like to exercise. I just do it for fun, primarily. And he said, you should try out for the Olympics in 2024 in France. They have a Olympics going on, and so I went ahead and I contacted the Olympic Committee at the Philippines. And they were very cordial and very nice. And they wished me all the best. And they referred me to a gentleman, an honorary member of the committee for boxing. So I went ahead and I emailed him and I told him, hey, I'm a heavyweight and I'm training right now and I'd like to fight for the Philippines. I'd like to fight for you. I love the Philippines. And if I didn't really love the Philippines, I probably wouldn't really want to do that. But my heart is definitely in the Philippines. And I just love this country. And so went ahead and I emailed the honorary committee member of the Philippine Boxing Commission. And I told him, hey, I want to fight for the Philippines as a heavyweight boxer in the 2024 Olympics in France. The Philippines is really a safe country. I've been here for a long time, like around 13 years, and I've never had any problems, and I've never had to fight nobody. I really don't like to fight. Fighting's not really my passion. I just like to train, I like to box, but I never go out looking for fights. I only train just in case for self-defense, primarily, and I really hope I never have to use it. Because I hate hurting people. That's one of the things that I don't like to do. But I heard that the Philippines has no boxers that are heavyweight. And good or bad, I'm a heavyweight. And when I was in college, I was a boxer. I trained with a coach of the United States Olympic team. And he watched me in college and he was like, we like you. I had to fight his assistant who was a heavyweight and I was only like 165 pounds and I kind of beat him up and the coach was very shocked that I could beat a heavyweight at 165 and the coach asked me to join the team that was going to go ahead and box against Russia, but I went ahead and said no. I was racing motorcycles professionally at the time. And I said, I don't really want to box right now because I'm busy motorcycle racing. I won a championship, so I was a good motorcycle rider. Before, I was a licensed contractor. I got my contractor's license for the state of California. And before that, I wanted to be a police officer. I was in the #1 stress academy in America, the Orange County Sheriff Academy, class number 85. And I served over 600 hours of training in the police academy in America. And at the very end, after 650 hours, they kicked me out of the police academy. And I asked them why. And they said, well, when you had the wills to survive, the boxing, the fighting, you beat up our biggest and strongest guys, and 2 of them. And I made one of the guys' heads bleed, and I kind of beat the guy up pretty bad. And they were afraid at the sheriff's department that I would maybe cause a lawsuit. And I'm not that type of guy. I really don't, like I said, I don't like to fight. But they were scared that I was going to beat so. They said you're going to turn someone's face into hamburger meat. And I didn't believe that. But they saw that I was a good boxer. And I've always liked boxing, but I just have done it for a hobby. And I never was in the police academy. But it's a good thing that I wasn't in the police academy, because I had a great job, a great business. Years ago, I was invited to fight in the Utah Summer Games. They had a Summer Olympics in Utah, and they invited me to fight. I went ahead and joined some of their boxing clubs, was fighting some of the big-time fighters. It was really great. And I held my own against those guys, some big dudes. And my friend Kurt from California, he drove up, and we trained real heavy and got really good. And right before the Olympic match, the Summer Games, they canceled the boxing. They canceled it. And I was really sad, and I was ready to fight, and I was just really not happy about the whole thing. So I never really took up boxing until last year. I went to a boxing match in Cataclan, and there's a really good fighter named Tolosa. He was the main event. He beat up this guy from Manila. It was a close match. And I got turned on by boxing again. And I said, I got to start boxing. So I built a gym on my 3rd floor, and I've been fighting ever since. And it's been really good exercise. I've never had to use any of my training, but I love to fight and box. It's just a good sport. It's healthy. It's clean. And in the Philippines, we all know that Manny Pacquiao was one of the greatest fighters of all time, who was and is a Filipino.
Tayong mag-ibig, kaya sa sigat